Yes people, welcome back to another John Sinclair TV, back again for another content for you guys to enjoy. And I want to talk about 3 centre backs who can amazingly improve Newcastle United in the coming years. And before I talk about them, make sure you do sub to my channel, also smash the likes as well. And if you'd like to become a member, it's just 99p. And if you like to super chat, then the thanks option is there for you to use as well, so the options is there. And also I'm doing a new competition very soon, so you can win yourself £50 worth of e-voucher from Newcastle United, so you could spend what you want as well. So we're going to talk about that in due course. Now, the first defender I want to talk about is Slovakian international David Hancko. He plays his club football for Feyenoord. He's joined them from Slavia Prague last season for around £6 million, and this guy has been getting rave reviews. He's 6'2" and he's 25 years of age, and he scored 3 goals, 4 assists, and 10 involved in 10 goal contributions as well. And like I said, he's getting rave reviews. He's left-footed. He brings the ball out from the back, similar to Fabian Schär, by the way, and it could replace him. You never know. If it's available, then I'll be over this guy, because I think he really is a good player. He's Premier League ready, he reads the game, he's quick, and he's left-footed, but also he can play left-back as well. And by the way, he's not bad at taking throw-ins, by the way, and I think he could be an absolute asset for Newcastle United. So if one of our best players gets injured, he can slot in straight away, because we're definitely looking for another centre back, because we've got playing 4 competitions next year, as you all know. And he's got a market value of £25 million, by the way, and I think Feyenoord will probably ask for the premium around about £35 million to price him away, because he's got 3 years left on his contract, so that's down to Newcastle, and it's worth paying the £35 million for as a backup. Does he want to play Champions League football with Feyenoord in the first team, or would he come to Newcastle United and play in the Premier League and be a backup? He's got a decision to make, because at the end of the day, when you get a Premier League club coming in for you, it's hard to turn it down. And I would love this player to come to Newcastle, and I watched him play for Feyenoord a few times, and every time I watch him, he is very impressive as well. And the report that's coming for Foot Mercato, also caught offside, and other outlets as well. So David Hancko would be a great signing, and I think he's ready made for the Premier League as well. Let's go on to another player we're going to look at as well. A lot of you guys have not heard of him. I have, and his name is Castello Lukeba. He plays club football for Lyon, and he's been there since a young lad as well for quite a long time, and he's got a market value of around £35 million, and Lyon will ask for around about £45 million if he became available. Now this guy, 20 years old, and look, he's got room to improve, I get that, but he looks very impressive for a young lad. Left-footed as well, he's got great maturity beyond his years in his passing game. He plays with his head up, and also I think he looks to play progressive passes into midfield or final third. Now this guy, he sees the situation early, he doesn't just wait, he just goes in. He's a forward-thinking defender, and he makes his mind up, and he just does his job. Yes, he can make mistakes. He's 20 years old, what do you expect? And he's going to be a future French international, I can guarantee you that as well. And he's a powerful lad, he's 6 foot. And they rate this guy. Yes, Leon didn't make it for European football this season, but he's one of their better players. Trust me when I said that as well. And for me, when I take him, personally I would, but I think he needs to stay at Lyon for 1 more season. And after that 1 more season, then Newcastle should come calling for him, because I think this guy has got this ceiling destined to go away to the top, because I quite like this defender. I really do. Tell us what you think of Castello Lukeba. Would you take him at Newcastle United? I mean, look, I tell you now, a lot of people don't watch Ligue 1 football. I sometimes watch it, and the standard of some of those players are really good. So, also keep your eyes open for that one. And the last one I'll talk about as well is close up to home, and is Mark Guehi, who plays his club football for Crystal Palace. A market value of £45 million, and he is a fan favourite at SE25. and this guy can defend. He brings the ball up from the back, he's powerful and good in the air as well, reads situations really well, and he's just been really good. And for me, I mean, look, there's room for improvement for this guy. He's 22 years of age, and every time I watch him play, he's been very impressive. He's striking up a good partnership relationship with Joachim Anderson. I've done a report on this guy, by the way, so please check him out, the video I've done of him. I think he's also a decent player, I'm not gonna lie. But Mark Guehi, if it's available, I think Palace will ask for a lot of money for this guy, around about 50 million quid. And would you pay 50 million quid, right, to have him as a reserve defender? I'm not so sure. But at the end of the day, right, it could be a long-term future or partnership with Sven Botman. Who knows? And I like him, and he's just going to get better and better. And I think Roy Hodgson would be loved to lose this guy. And he's scored a couple of goals this season. He's played for Palace 73 times, scored 3 goals, and there's room to grow for this guy, because I'm a big fan of Mark, you know. He's a really good defender. In fact, underrated defender as well, and he's been watched by a lot of clubs as well. Chelsea's one of them. I think Liverpool's after him as well, and if he's available at any time, I think you should go after this guy as well. So tell us what you think, and would you take him, yes or no? I say yes from me. So there you go. In latest news as well, that still news on Tonali. It could be signed up in the next couple of days, according to Romano. That is all done and dusted. And other players we're going to look at as well, so Theo Hernandez as well. And in my opinion, I don't think Milan's going to do business with Newcastle again after the way we bulleted Tonali out of Milan as well, because the fans are not happy the way we've done it. So get used to it. Yeah, he's our player. You know, money talks, money walks. But there you go. But guys, tell us what you think. And my 3 I take out of those 3, I would take third place Guehi, second place I would take at this moment in time it would be Lukeba, and I'd definitely take Hancko as my first choice defender as a backup, because I think it'd be ideal and it could replace Fabian Schär in future years. You never know. Wait and see what happens, and we go for that. Guys, please like, subscribe, and I'll be back with another content very soon. I'll be doing the season ticket short at night with Louise Thompson and Paul, and Paul Clark, his name, new guest. And until then, guys, enjoy what you're doing, enjoy the sunshine. It's a bit breezy out here tonight, you know, which is really good. It's not sweltering here. Long may it continues. Until then, away the lads.